Well, hey there, this is Terry with Collabo Creative, a local service design company here in Indianapolis, and it's another Wednesday, so we are coming at you with 5 minutes of tips and tricks to improve collaboration and creativity in your business and life. Now, what we do as a company is we help businesses connect with the people they serve, from their clients all the way to their team members. And so in that, we've been talking a little bit about how do you conduct better meetings, because in a meeting, you're really trying to connect with the people on your team, right? And the better your relationships in your team or across your team, the better those meetings are going to be. So we're going to build on that. And this week, we're going to talk about the role of facilitation and what does that look like and why it's valuable for any meeting. So first of all, what is facilitation? According to Cambridge Dictionary, facilitation is the act of helping other people deal with a process or reach an agreement or solution without getting directly involved in the process, the discussion, etc. Right? So what does that really mean? As a facilitator, or when you're facilitating a meeting or a group, you're not trying to get involved in the content of that meeting, the content of what you're discussing, or the content of the problem. You're there to help guide people through that process so that they can come to an agreement or reach a specific outcome. That's the role of a facilitator. Now, when you think about this and put this in the context of a meeting, what are your outcomes? What are you trying to achieve? And hopefully you set that in how you refined your purpose. What does that outcome look like? Now, when you run this meeting, if you're going to act as a facilitator, your focus isn't about jumping in and dealing with the details. It's how you're going to structure your meeting so that you get your team to the outcome that you're trying to get to. Whether or not it's creating a new solution, creating an idea, or coming to an agreement on some kind of question or issue. Let me give you an example of how this could play out. We do a lot of what we call on-the-fly facilitation or OTF facilitation. And we've done a lot of work with the Red Cross in the past, and so we had the opportunity to do a little bit of work with them in just 2 hours across 2 days. So we took an hour one day and an hour another day. And they gave us a call and they said, hey, we need some help. We're creating this new product, but we're not exactly sure what it needs to look like. So we think we could use some help in getting our team to flesh out all of the details and all the parts and pieces of this new product. And so in that 2 hours across 2 days, it's easy for us to come in and say, all right, where are you at? Let's take a look at what your plan is. Let's take a look at what is the purpose of this product. And then we jumped on some whiteboards and all we did was facilitate the conversation. Basically help people share their input and lay it all out for everyone to see what they're talking about together and then make decisions together. Of course, there's some activities that need to go in with that, post-it, whiteboarding, all of that fun stuff. We did some prototyping and built a little prototype of a racetrack that was awesome, tons of fun. So in the matter of just 2 hours across these 2 days, which is really like taking an hour lunch break to work on Wednesday and Thursday and then coming out with a fleshed out solution at the end of that time period. So how do you do this in your own meetings, right? Because we're saying, well, I'm a third party and I'm coming in and I don't have any vested interest. I don't have any specific agenda that I'm trying to push forward because it's really not something I'm owning. But if you're running a meeting for yourself and you do have some kind of interest and you have some kind of agenda, really as a facilitator, it's about stepping back and letting people contribute. And how you ask questions and how you prompt and work people through that meeting, it's up to you to get them to an outcome. So as a facilitator in your meetings, if you're going to take on that role, you probably have to step back a little and let go of what you think the outcomes should be. Because when you let people contribute and let people collaborate, you may find that you get to solutions that are different and possibly better. So my tip for you for this week in helping you improve your meetings is to see if you can take a step back and serve as that facilitator role where you're helping people work through a process and managing how they're moving forward rather than what they're working on and what the outcome should be. That's all I got for you for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this video and you love learning about facilitation, show us some love and give us a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.
Do you have any questions or topics you'd like us to tackle? Shoot over an email to hello@collabocreative.com.